Hello and welcome to week however many. I mean, lockdown's been going on forever, right? I think this is week 5, but it might also be week 6 of the UK Clubs self-isolating pawns team battle. I am Phil Mapeace. I'm representing Muswell Hill in this tonight, and weirdly, I am the top seed. I'm not the top seed. Someone else has just joined. Someone from Edinburgh has just joined with a slightly higher rating than my 2392, which I'm sporting at the moment, which is nice. And yeah, we're going to get some good games, hopefully. I've been playing pretty well the last 2 weeks, and that's shown by my rating going up from about 2250 to in excess of 2400. It's gone back down below 2400, but not bad. And we've got 25 seconds until the tournament begins. Just about time for me to say, listen to the podcast. Always listen to the podcast. But yeah, we've got a bunch of decent players in again tonight, and let's see how we get on. Okay, so we've got the top seed, of course. We are always going to. Number 1 plays number 2, number 3 plays number 4, etc., etc. In these tournaments, let's play a nice little Trompovsky. Must admit, I'm not 100% sure about most of the ideas in the other lines, so I'm just going to play my little sideline, which I played last week against the same opponent, I think, and I scammed a win by very dirty means. Now, do I play d5 immediately here, or do I just chuck my bishop back onto h6? I think we'll do this. I don't think Lee Chess has recognised that I'm online yet, but there's plenty of time for that, I am sure. Okay, I'm getting hacked. Help. F5? I mean, this looks completely ludicrous, but I'm assuming it's absolutely fine. Okay. Do we just play a complete stonewall here? Play d5 as well? Sure. This game is pretty silly, actually. Welcome to the stream, new people. Your soundtrack for this evening is coming from This Will Destroy You, and I'm hoping that I will not be destroyed over the chessboard this evening. This has been a very weird opening. White played with Trompovsky, and I've since tried to get as many people going as possible. But I've still got some problems, of course, with my queen side and possibly even with my king. Is it safe to castle here? It's a risk, isn't it? But is it a risk I'm willing to take? Maybe not. Maybe we'll just castle queenside here. I think it's more sensible. Don't particularly want to get stomped. Okay. Where do I want my queen? I think I'm just going to have to trust myself a bit here. not worry too much about what happens. Okay, so yeah, fair enough. This is probably just about okay. Lob the knight into d5 and try to exchange some pieces. Meanwhile, maybe get in e5 myself. g5, f4, all these moves might be quite sensible. The fact that they don't have a dark square bishop means that my king is probably okay on b8. I just need to gain some space at some point with a move that is yet to be determined. An idea. Okay, g takes and then what? h6 and then g5? Got some chances here. We have some definite chances here. I think I want to play c5, don't I? Seems very sensible. And then we win the exchange. Might even win a whole rook. Can we win a whole rook, don't we? Is this over? Or have I missed something nasty? I might have missed something nasty. That's very nasty, isn't it? Can't take the rook because queen takes d8 is mate. Oh dear. Have I got anything else that can put a sting in this particular tale? Or have I just blown it? Wow. That's a resource I had not seen. Okay, let's keep playing. Try and do as much as possible to get our pawn back. I think we've achieved that at least. Knight e6 is not possible because it's pinned, so that's taking that out of the equation. a5 is hanging. I probably want to play a6 fairly soon to... Shall I just try to liquidate the lot here and offer a draw soon? Are we just level? Need to be careful of my clock as well. But if I keep that king out, then I should be absolutely fine. You'd think. I'll offer a draw, because I'm not sure how white makes progress here. If I keep my rook on the 5th rank, and then just play my king up, and then do the same kind of things. Surely this is just a draw. Unless you're flagging me, which would be a bit rude. Come on, this is surely a draw. Taking the draw now? We are. Okay. Thank you for the game. It's a nice little start. Just a solid draw with black against the 2400 player. Okay. Let's see how we do. That went okay, didn't it? Are we streaming? Are we actually on the Lee Chess? Here we are. Okay, we are officially broadcasting on Lee Chess. Hope everyone is okay this fine evening. Introduce yourself in the chat if you want to. Let's have a natter while I wait. Okay, we've got a 23:58, so we're going to get some good players today. Okay. Got an advanced Caro Khan. What kind of flavour are we going to get? We're going to get a quiet one, aren't we? So the idea here is that the knights both look at e5, so we can put maximum pressure, sort of French style, on the d4 square. Meanwhile, we're going to try and castle queen kingside and play f6. That is the plan. In terms of my aims for tonight, just to gain some rating points would be nice. I haven't really got any other particular goals for this session. Always nice to gain some points. And here we're just going to try and play as much as we can, having blocked up the kingside. We're going to play as much as we can. So I blocked up the queen side, we're going to play as much as we can on the king side. e6 is going to be weak here, but we can hopefully defend it adequately with... Let's play knight e4 immediately here? I think so. And then maybe bring in our other knight now. Or do we want to play queen there first? I'll play knight. Oh, he's got this tactic. Okay, fair enough. We have some tic-tacs. I missed that tic-tac. I don't think it would have mattered which piece I took it with. Never mind. We carry on. Carry on trying to make mischief on the king side here. We've got the open f-file, we've got queen, two knights, all of these peering down at white. And I am just threatening knight f4 here, when I don't think... Yeah. Starting to make a lot of mischief on the king side now. And this rook on a1 is completely out of commission. The rook on c1 isn't much better. So despite losing that pawn, I did perhaps gain a couple of tempi there to use later on in my attack. This looks quite awkward for white, but I'm sure I'm not better here. Can't be, I'm a pawn down. There will be some objective way. Yes, for white to do something nasty, I'm sure. I really wanted to play. What is the best way of doing things here? Should I take the knight and then play the rook up? Don't know. I can't see anything concrete here. Ideally I'd have left that knight being blocked in on d2, but I'm not sure I have any other way of getting my rook to f6, which is really what I want to do here. Alrighty, so we're a pawn down, but we have play, and play may outweigh all other considerations when the judgment comes. Right, now, okay, yeah, this isn't so great, is it? But I can bring my other rook to f8 immediately, and that might start to do things. h5, h4 is also a possibility. I just had an amazing steak pie for dinner. I was vegetarian until lockdown for, I mean, on and off, but solidly for 6 months. And it's just impossible to. I've really struggled to eat veggie since everything's been locked down, because you quickly run out of meals. I'm not just cooking for myself. We're cooking for 3 other good people, and I haven't been cooking much meat, to be fair, but I have been eating it because when there's 4 of you and 2 of you eat meat, they're going to be wanting to cook meat, and you just very quickly run out of recipes. It's a shame, because I was enjoying it, being a bit healthier, shall we say. But I mean, I'm still being fairly healthy with my choices, but I have succumbed. Even my fiance, who's a serious veggie for a long time, has recently gone back to. She's only eating bacon, and like once a week, but it's just. I think that's what's going to happen with these. In these times, we're going to get issues with people just needing to do things for their mental health, even if they're not the healthiest physically. And I think that's important. Right. I can see what White's trying to do, of course, but that rook looks like it. I'm sure that rook was better defending the f2 square. I'm almost certain. This is all very, very risky. Alright, well, I'm still going to play h4 when I can here, I think. Am I not just playing h4? That rook on... Ooh, really? Okay, now, if I'm missing a haymaker, then so be it. Because I don't see one. Maybe I've just got quite a nice bind here and I don't need to do much, but equally, I think swapping these pieces and trying to get back into the h-file and just sort of binding black, binding white might not be the worst idea. Having said that, my queen now has no squares. Okay, so we've got a rook ending which is going to be very, very tricky to hold, but we'll do our best, of course. Got a slight time advantage which might help. So he's going to come back and come down and munch my b-pawn, I guess he is. And then, yeah, now we're in a bit of trouble, aren't we? Though, maybe we can come after the king. Maybe we can't come after the king. I don't think we can come after the king. Oh well, we can now try to flag, I suppose. It's the only gentlemanly thing to do here. We to try to win this by abnormal means. got any other cheapos here? Oh, I'm just going to have to rely on some nonsense. He's going to win this in 7 seconds, surely. Well played, sir. Okay, never mind. So we start with 1 draw and 1 loss. Not ideal, but plenty of time to go yet. Please introduce yourself in the chat. Well, okay, we're going to berserk this one. I'm sick and tired of not winning these games, and I'm going to play a bit faster here. So the idea of these kind of bishop b5 lines is mainly to sit, which is great if you're playing someone who plays like this and just comes at you, which is absolutely fine. I think we're just going to start playing on the king side here. That's where my pawns are pointing after all, and that's what you should do. The pawn change should inform the directionality of the play. I did say I was going to play on the king side, but now I open up the A file and I should probably use it. I think I've already got a safe square on H2, so we can just hoover all these off and then try to worm our way in. How we do that is unclear. Let's start with G4. Let's take some space. Thank you very much, Warren Gatland fan. Warren Gatland fan was here earlier for a. We had some issues with my microphone. It was not good. It sounded like I was coming from space, but in about 1950. It's proper sort of Houston there's a problem type stuff. Hello, J for Digital. Thank you for the game earlier. Hope you had fun doing the simul. Did you have Kingnap? Did you manage to have a look at the game that we played? Because I think the ending must have been drawn, right? If I just keep my knight somewhere a bit further away. I mean, that's the theory at least. Okay, so here I'm desperately trying to worm my knights while also not getting into the position, while also not getting mated on H1 or G2, which would be sad. So I might play G2, F3 fairly soon to avoid that ignominy. Oh well, hold on. Can I win a pawn? I think I can win a pawn. I can't win a pawn, but I'm going to open it up. Oh. Really? Okay, well, we did win a pawn in the end, but not the one I was expecting. Okay, now we can start to take some of these dark squares, I think. And then play H4, H5 maybe, or just F4. I think this is just about okay. The queen and the bishop are the wrong way round, really. They want to be the other way round so we can break through, but just joining, welcome to the... Ooh, really? Okay. I'll have that one. And I start to worm my way in now with my queen instead. And my knight is coming to h5 or f5 very soon. Probably come this way first, I guess. And then we'll threaten some mates on h8 instead. It could have been drawn. Okay, yes, maybe. I don't know. I need to have a proper look at it. For those of you watching, the end game I had earlier against King Napt was I had knight and G and H pawns against rook and G and H pawns, and I managed to actually get my knight trapped, which was very, very unnecessary. Talking of unnecessary, that's a mate. Thank you very much for the game. And I managed to trap my own knight, which meant that I lost, which was not much fun. Okay, so what's going on here? Which one am I? Am I this one? Yes. Yeah, so I've won one, drawn one, lost one so far. It's not terrible. Annoying thing about these tournaments is quite how long it takes to get repaired. I'm going to adjust my lighting because I'm getting blinded. 1580, I think we will berserk. Okay. Alright, let's play another bishop e5 line. And then we'll play what's called the canal attack with c4 and knight c3, and then everything comes over to the, well, I should probably play d4. I normally play d3, but if he's not going to play e5, then I can very happily chuck my knight in there instead, and then put my bishop on the long diagonal. That must be a finger failure there, presuming you meant to. I normally bring my bishop out to b2, but to defend that knight, but now I've got this enormous bind. I'm threatening all sorts of things, aren't I? That's an unfortunate mouse slip, I think. We just take millions of squares on the king side here. I think we can. No, surely not. Surely this is just not very good. Because I can now play knight b5, and I'm starting to really threaten to promote this pawn. And we're on what, move 17? Not sure what the earliest well, really? I'm going to take that one as well. Not sure when the earliest I've promoted a pawn is, but this would be up there if I manage it. We're going to do it, aren't we? We're going to promote this pawn. It's definitely going to promote that pawn. Okay, some time before I had the chance to do it. Right, so that's a nice little bonus 3 points there. So we're on 2.5 out of 4. Not terrible. I am competing with a lot of other streamers tonight. There's that main streamers battle, isn't there? Alright, we've got an FM. We beat this guy last week in this event, which was nice. Can't remember if I was white or black. Just be careful not to jump into a line. I think knight e4 here takes, and we just go into the main line, don't we? Queen c7, b6, bishop b7, castle's queenside, king b8, c5 if they allow it, knight e4, knight d6, knight c4. All of these standard mainline things. going to come over to the c4, king b8. The 95 lines, okay. These are slightly trickier because you need to get the move order correct, but the fact that the pawn goes to e5 means it blockades the line towards the king, so it's thought of as absolutely okay. And then we can possibly double the rooks. Be careful not to allow b4 though. Maybe that's why you have to play c5 instead of knight b5. Knight c5. Whoops, I think that was a mistake. I might have to blow the exchange here. Try and play the exchange down. I don't think it can be so appalling. And then do we hop the knight into the outpost? And then try to hide our king in the corner and use the c5. All these things seem reasonable, and I've still got. It's better to be the exchange down when you've got opposite colour bishops, because you can still play on one colour complex and actually dominate it, even though they've got a rook for that minor piece. And that's what I'm trying to do here. There aren't many good ways to defend that pawn. Might need to play bishop d6 here. I should have probably played king h. a8 first. That was a mistake. I'm not playing very well today. We've still got some chances here to make something happen. Probably a5 is the way to go. Not quite sure what I'm going to do next, but I've got some chances here. I'm up on time as well. I think ideally I want my... I don't know where I want my guys. Well, that bishop's not really doing anything, is it? So I suspect this is... Let's play on the light squares. That feels like the most principled way of doing things. Okay, he's giving me back the... well, I win a rook here, don't I? With bishop d3. And I win the game. Thank you for the game. Okay. We've got a bit of momentum building up. I didn't play very well there, but we just kept on fighting when we exchanged down. That's the way we do things. Muswell Hill are currently leading, as you can see. I know it was this FM I beat last week. I did not beat that guy. Yeah, that was a ridiculous game. I beat some guy with black last week. So let's see if we get the same kind of game. I can't remember what happened. I think bishop g5 now? Okay, maybe not. I'm just going to play these kind of Queen's Gambit declined lines, and then just, if bishop d3 now, we'll just chuck in d takes c4, b5, bishop b7, get our pieces out on the queen side that way. Alright, I'm starting to get into the zone a little bit more here. Someone asked me if I get nervous during these streams, and I absolutely do. Genuinely, it's there's so much more intensity to online blitz if you're having to commentate on it as well. It's I really recommend it as a mechanism to just establish your thoughts about the game, about the games you're playing. I think it's been very healthy for my chess starting streaming. But yeah, I definitely get nervous because there's a lot of pressure. Not from you lot, just from me, just feeling like I should be doing better. I need a home for my knight, otherwise that's going to get embarrassing. I'm going to need to play e5, otherwise nothing's going to work ever. So what we had so far, we've had what, 4 wins, a draw and a loss? Are we on 4 in a row? Something like that. Yeah, so Queen A4 wins that pawn, but we just keep going here. I suppose I'm threatening E4, so maybe there's life in me, yeah, because I can play Queen C. Have I got time to play Queen C7? Or Bishop B7? Maybe Bishop... Maybe Bishop... I'm not sure. I think Bishop C7 or B7 I want to be able to follow up with Rook A8. I'm just not thrilled about putting my Queen on the same diagonal as that Bishop. Yeah, okay. I don't know. This Queen A7 looks quite awkward. I haven't got many moves. I'll have to bring this guy over while I can, I think. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. Okay, well now the knight's on A2, I can... There's some tactics with Rook A8 and the knight will hang, but probably not quite yet. Queen A7, I'll have to play Rook B8. Yep. But that knight, I've got Queen C8 and then Rook A8 at the moment, but Bishop A6 here might also be very strong. So perhaps Bishop A6 if I've got Queen A5. And that bishop on H2 is very important because it blocks the king's escape square if there's any kind of back rank stuff. There's some potential here for clinging on. If I can play Queen C8, if I can get that in, then I'm fine, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I've got to be careful of the knight on D7 being loose as well. Yeah, this doesn't look very fun. In general, I don't think. Yeah, so he's moved the bishop. Yeah, that's fair enough because he might have been struggling there. So he's seeing. So I'm gonna have to defend this bishop again, aren't I? Play knight D8. All my minor pieces are really weird. But now Queen C8 makes a lot of sense. Or Queen A5. Queen A5 might also make a lot of sense next. Takes. Is everything just coming off here? Or are we just hoovering off everything? It is very possible. Not sure if I have any bits here, or if we're just gonna liquidate largely. Even if I end up a pawn down, I should be okay, you'd think. Are we just liquidating? Or have I missed a trick? We've got this. I suppose we've got this past C pawn. Alright, let's play on for a bit. Let's try to win this maybe. This could become quite a good pawn, couldn't it? I'd missed that element of it. Just looked like everything was gonna... I'd also missed that. I think I've just got to... Can I play any worse today? Really? Just about, maybe? I mean, I'm not going to flag him deliberately, but if he gives me the opportunity to, I will happily take it. Okay, so where do I want my knight? Unclear, I think is the message. These pawns are going to get very fast, aren't they? Got anything sneaky? Maybe I'm just lost, but if I can hang on to that pawn on c4, then it's going to be a theoretical win. That one. And I don't have any moves here. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. He had a mate there with king g6 and then this knight f6 mate. Oh well. So it's 2 FMs in a row we've dispatched, but one I don't think that exchange sacrifice was too bad in the first one, but then second time round, yeah, that was just outright luck. I missed the mate in 2. And I definitely shouldn't have jettisoned my d pawn there. Which one are we? This one? Yeah. So we're doing okay. 22. And this is the guy who I wasn't very impressed with last week when he made me played it out to the 50 move rule in knight versus bishop. I know. Knight versus bishop would be that old favourite. So we're going to get lots of Queen's Gambit declines today, it seems. Proper chess. Yeah. Proper chess, but probably not very exact chess. The first 45 minutes or anything to go by. This is all very dull. It's all about getting the timing of c5 correct. I think I'll play this knight back first, and then chuck it in. Ah, well now I can start to exchange off pieces. This might be okay for me. So we'll have that, and then we can play knight f6, and I'm not going to get mated today, I don't think. Certainly not in the next minute or two. Which is always a pleasure. Don't particularly want that queen in my half of the board. It looks cramped, because it is, but I think we can just about get away with all this. So I retain f6, I think. Maybe not, maybe I'm just lost. The steep pawn is going to be very fast, isn't it? Thought I could play f6. I don't have time, did I? Because of... If you're just joining so far, I think I played 7 games, 1-5, drawn 1, lost 1, something like that. I drew the first one, lost the second. I think we're on 5 in a row. Some very lucky in the last game. My FIDE Master opponent missed the mate in 2. Complete disaster, isn't it? Don't like any of the moves I've been made to play here. d7, knight d8, and then what? Knight d6. My knight can pop into e6 now, but this has not been a successful game. Wow. Okay, just going to have to play some moves. Pray. Right, it's got plenty of time to work this out. Not quite sure about that move. What's the point here? I've got time to g6 now, and then it takes e5. If I can get a couple of pawns for a piece, that's not ridiculous, because knights don't tend to be particularly good extra pieces. I'll have that. Very happily have that. And then d7, rook d6, and the knight can't move because it's pinned. Rook d6 now. Got some distinct chances. Just got to cling on. Hello to Kishan Patney, who has come into this stream. If you live in London or in the surrounding area of South England, his little tournaments in real life, when we go back to normality, are very good, and you should play in them. Brainstorm chess. Yeah, I think he's having a little dwell up here because he's not entirely sure what he's done wrong. There's also some back rank stuff. I'm threatening rook takes d4 here. maybe I'm not actually, maybe it's just more sensible to play knight takes d7. If you're just joining, welcome to the UK Clubs Blitz battle. I'm playing for Muswell Hill, who are a team in North London that I've played for since 2009 when I moved to London. And I've just moved out of London, unfortunately, for quarantine reasons. Now, yeah, that's probably a sensible choice. But can I not just take this knight and then take the other one? Is that a plausible way of doing things? These knights are very good at holding together my king. Knights, when they're together like this, are normally very bad, but now this is just, I just win this other knight for free now. I think. Okay, I just need to find the right winning move here, and then I think it'll be time for them to resign because I'm just going to be 2 pieces up. Just rook d7, just prosaic. Just think that should do it, shouldn't it? Yeah, there's no way to stop rook e1. We're going to start swapping off pieces, and then bring in my 2 extra boys. My bonus boys. And these knights are going to terrorise him, hopefully. Yes. Knight d2 is coming. I mean, I could just take this pawn off and get rid of any nonsense forever. Probably the practical way to play, isn't it? His king's cut off. I'm just going to jump this knight into somewhere like f5. Gradually kick this rook off the a6 square. He's going to run out of time before any of this is a thing. Thank you for the game. Okay, I think that's 6 in a row. It's not been bad since I lost my second game. I mean, King's Crusher is just as he is. He's just crushing. I think we're on 6.5 out of 8. I'll have a look at my rating when it comes back up. 23.83. So we've gained. We're on 5.5 out of 7. We've only played 7 games. I think I started the tournament with something like 23.74. So we've gained 9 points so far, which is not bad. I'll take it. And we've got an hour to go, and I'm already out of water, which is not ideal. As you can see, Edinburgh are leading and Muswell Hill in 2nd place, so we need to keep this run going. Okay, we've got a very strong player. We've got John Reed. Okay, I think I've lost both of my games against lost both my games against John so far in this event over the weeks. I would like to change that. It's a bit of a bugbear as well in real life chess in the Middlesex League, when Muswell Hill play Hackney or whomever plays Hackney. Okay, so this is all fairly innocuous so far, I'd suggest. I need to ensure that I don't get, because he's a very tricky customer. That feels like a mistake. Keep his king on the in the centre now. But how do we back it up? E5? I've let this bishop in now, but his king is very exposed. I should probably try to avoid some of the mate threats that are happening. I don't know. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. And then maybe just G3? Or should I just swap the queens? E3 I think makes a lot of sense. It opens up the diagonal, but it also just lets me move that knight without too many worries, I think. Unless he plays that. Okay, never mind. Plan B. I feel like there must have been some good way of doing something serious earlier on. Just couldn't see anything. Alright, so we get a passed A pawn. I'm not sure it's going to be much cop given the black bishop on D5 looks at the queenie square on A8. We can worm this knight back round via G2. And she takes it, of course, but then my A pawn might start to become okay. So this will destroy this band that's playing now. I've seen them a couple of times. They're I'm not sure where they're from. They're somewhere like Seattle. All American alternative bands are from Seattle, right? And it was just, yeah, they just do this very heavy atmospheric rock that you're hearing. They soundtracked a couple of albums. They soundtracked a couple of films. I think they did the opening. This song, I think, is in the opening to. I can't remember the name of it. It's got Adam Driver, and he's a bus driver and a poet. And I can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure that this is the opening title to that film. There can't be many films where Adam Driver is played. I mean, literally his name. A bus driver and a poet. It's a one-word film. It's like a surname. It's not Hamilton. All I can think of is Hamilton. It's obviously not Hamilton. But yeah, you should check them out. This Will Destroy You. Really cool band. Blockade that pawn and then maybe try to play knight b4, which might be slightly awkward. Got ideas of just shoving this pawn all the way up the board. Welcome to David in the chat. Thank you very much, David. Okay, well, yeah, really? Oh, unless I've missed something, this just wins a rook. I haven't. Right, 6 in a row. playing okay tonight. That's us. We've got 23 points, so we're third overall. King's Crush is just doing his normal thing of berserking every game, which is why he's played millions of games. And we gained 14 racing points so far. Okay, we've got Jochen, who we lost to in the last game of this last week, and he's going to play some nuts stuff. Okay, so we got birds. I guess we'll just go with our standard Queen's Gambit Decline style setup and see what he does in the centre, and then try to react accordingly. Jochen is a, as his name suggests, a German player, but he's been resident in London for, I don't know, 30 years or more. And he's a lovely chap, plays for King's Head and also for Middlesex. Now the county system in chess, and in London in particular, is extremely complicated insofar as there is no London team. But what there is are a number of counties, or former counties, which are they're called ceremonial counties, literally. Just areas which don't actually have any formal existence anymore, like Middlesex. Middlesex isn't a place, but it's a ceremonial county. And those of you who follow cricket will have heard of Middlesex. But yeah, it's a confused system where the same kind of things for chess exist as for cricket exists for chess, and you just get some. It's basically just a massive anachronism that Middlesex has any representation at all, because it just doesn't. It literally does not exist anymore. It hasn't existed since 1967. Okay. Maybe this pawn is just dropping. Which would be unfortunate. Can't see a good way to hold on to it. Oh no, I've got bishop takes g2. Panic over. He might have he may not have knight takes. He may yet have knight takes c6. No, knight takes, and I just take the. I think I'm being silly. Patterson, thank you. I knew it was a surname. Thank you, David. Patterson. Very good film. Recommend it. Right, so I've got he's got millions of pieces looking at my knight now. I should probably try to get rid of them all and then just play what? Something quiet. Queen c7. And just redeploy everything later on. Yeah, Patterson's a good film. I enjoyed it. I watched it. Chris Russell, who is my business partner at Makepeace with Chess and also is on the podcast. Listen to the podcast. We shared a flat together for a year before I met my fiance. And yeah, I remember watching it with him. We enjoyed it. Right, everything's just coming off here, I think. And then we need to find some way to not get steamrolled. I think if I get my king to c6, something like that. In fact, I will offer a draw because that is the gentlemanly thing to do here. He's offered it back. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I don't think there was much going to happen there. That's not going to make a very interesting stream. Okay. 2080, the Malone Gambit. We're berserking tonight against players rated under 1900. We've had a couple so far. Happy to report that we beat them both. Otherwise, that would be been quite sad. I lost to an 1800 earlier, which took me down to from very, very nearly 2400 back down to about 2375, 2380 odd. So far this tournament, we've gained 11 points, which is always not bad. I never know whether to take on e5 or play d5 here. Should we just do neither? Right, now he's starting to be a bit more expansive. I think d takes e5 makes a lot more sense. Some lines are going to be opening. Yeah. Knight b6, bishop b3. Oh, he's playing g4 already. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. I suppose we've got not much choice. I think Knight can happily go and challenge this guy from here, because he's going to have his work cut out bringing the queen over, because that pawn on e5 is just in the way now. Yeah, it is, yeah, the bus poet, as I said, literally a driver, Adam Driver playing a driver. Adam Driver's face annoying. Isn't that not David saying that the Adam Driver's face is annoying him? Generally. I suspect that's just because of that one meme that's been going around of him going in Marriage Story. I haven't actually seen Marriage Story yet, but it's been annoying me, just his kind of face when he's who is it? Is it Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story with him? I haven't seen it, as I said. Is Marriage Story worth watching? Everyone seems to be raving about it, but it might just be because Adam Driver's face going. That's very plausible. Okay, back to the chess, and I'm not loving it, but I'm also not necessarily hating it. So castles, and then I'm going to play Queen F2, and I'm desperately going to try and hold everything on the G file. Where do I want to play Rook FD1 or Rook? I probably want to play Rook FD1 to not allow Knight G3 with tempo. And now we're threatening Bishop takes F7. So I think he's got a castle. Wow, he played Rook there. So the king is staying in the middle forever. What is the question, sir? You may ask the question. Robber know how put kicking. I could have said that more elegantly. Robert know how put chicken. There we go. Okay. Coming this way. And then I really don't want to lose my dark squared bishop because it's doing such a good job, but that knight is terrifying me. Maybe we can play knight e2 instead. Please ask this question, sir. You're very welcome. And I've got bishop f1 in hand here after I take this pawn, I think. Got bishop b6. This is all very thin, but maybe we're just about getting away with it. Oh, okay, I've not seen girls either. I'm trying to think of the first thing I saw him in. Some other garbage. Oh really? Wow, you can play king takes. Am I just getting b6? I'll try and win the piece back the other way and maybe something will happen. How do I extricate my bishop? Maybe I don't. Maybe I have to play queen e2 and then queen a6. I suppose the queen's coming into b5 anyway, actually, isn't it? And I've still got rook d1 check whenever I want it, which may be fairly soon. Barely clinging on the king's side. That bishop's doing the lord's work, really, and also that pawn on f4 is doing the work for me, really. I feel like I'm just losing this, but I also can't see a mate for black. Having said that, I can't see one for me either, so maybe no one's going to get a checkmate today. Well, surely that bishop was just doing a very good, important job. How much time we got? Not much. This feels very thin for him because if bishop f6, then just about survives because of queen, bishop check, king g6. King g6. Takes. What's the material? Am I a pawn up? A couple of pawns? 2 pawns up, okay. David, have you ever thought that you just hate girls and this is just your massive misogyny shining through here? Oh, come on. I'd really like to win this game because I don't think I've played badly. Yes, it is very tense. You can kick this rook out, play rook d4. Yeah, this is all very thin. Hide in there. Shit. Okay, so I'm losing the g pawn, but I can start to throw this guy at the board now. Come on. It's terrible. What am I doing? Shocking. Playing so badly. Well, I was lucky. Well played. Hard luck, mate. That was very, very thin. Goodness me. That was so thin. Didn't necessarily enjoy that. How long have we got there? 45 minutes. I'm going to survive 45 minutes more of this, am I? Okay. Sure. Okay, we've got... I should have berserked. Sub 1900, sorry. Forgot. Okay, we're going to play the Cowards Exchange French, are we? I'll play the Botvinnik system. The idea of this is to keep that knight on d7 and restrict some space. Okay, try and get castled here as quickly as we can. Bishop c5, bishop d5, or just bishop e2 now. We have no central pawns, but we have... I need to play bishop g3 before I castle here, otherwise I'm going to get munched with knight g4 and bishop takes h2. Now, I've never... I know what Girls is. Thank you, David. I've just never watched it. I favour the... I've never really been a box set guy. We just started Homeland. And before that, I think really the only box set style show I'd ever watched was Breaking Bad, and that took me a long time as well. I've been told a lot of good things about The Wire, for example. But Kishan, I want to play good chess as well. Maybe I do care too much. I do get really nervous in these streams. I've said that earlier. Okay, now we've got a nice trick here, and I need to find the right way to put my knight. Move the knight, and I'm threatening queen d8 mate. But I need to threaten the right move. There's definitely going to be somewhere I can put my knight here that would be very, very nice when I castle. I think it's f5. I think knight f5 is the way to go. Then castles, knight e7 check. Or maybe I take on h6 first. Well, I'm mating him now. Okay. Thanks for the game. We didn't get to see my beautiful finish capturing on g7 first. And we've got the number 1 seed again. We had a nice draw in the first game. Okay, let's have a mainline Caro Khan, I guess. So I played these h3 lines against all those kind of openings where where bishop g4 tends to be annoying. So this line of the Caro Khan, there's the Alekines, basically anything against the Alekines I'll play. And then I quite like these lines because you can play c5 here and the knight can't use d5. d5 is a massive hole, but it can't go to f6, it can't go to b6. And I think it's slightly awkward for black to find a home for that knight now that makes sense for them. Oh no, I've just given them c5 as a home. Oh, that's very, very careless. So that defeats the entire point of the opening, and I'm a pawn down. Alright, that was absolute garbage. Band of Horses, yeah, I like Band of Horses as well. I saw them... Yeah, I mean, Band of Horses is basically this kind of stuff, but with the lyrics, right? Yeah, I really liked what was the Cease to Begin? That was the first album, I think. Really, really liked that. That made up a lot of my listening in about, what would it have been, 2009? Maybe 8? Something like that. Okay, I'm just going to cling on here and just try to not lose in 30 moves. Get a minority attack going and then see what happens. If you're down a piece, if you're down in pieces, just try to. Better Call Saul just looks a bit like a cheap spin-off. If you're behind on material, even just a pawn, try to minimise the damage on one side of the board. Try to make it so you're only defending one lot of squares. Okay, so we'll go for this proper minority attack, and then try to isolate that c-pawn, which we can do, I think. We've still got some chances here, but black is very active as well, of course, and bishop f4 is coming. Likewise, queen d6. I haven't seen that. I'm making some threats. I've got rook a7 coming as well. I'm going to try and make things as awkward as possible. Be a shame if we lost this, now that I've made a bit of a recovery. Also, we haven't lost a game for over an hour now. Been playing alright. I've been playing okay today. Gained 13 rating points so far. Right, it's gone for this stuff. Okay, this is highly risky. I've got to accept that. And I think if I try and play as much as I can on the light squares, I might just survive this, but we'll find out very soon, I am sure. He might just have a million pawns for the exchange here. At the moment he's got 3. But as I said, I've limited it slightly to one side of the board here, so that may help me. I think the queen has to go to d6 here. Only, yeah, and then what are we doing? Queen a2? Well, Kishim, the reason why we're operating on a delay is so that you guys can have your say as you have done in the chat, and then we'll find out. We will find out if this is indeed a winning plan. I'm going to have to give this pawn up, I think. I don't think I've got a choice. I've got to make something happen. At the moment he's got far too much control everywhere. Ooh, okay, so he's not letting me do that. Instead I might just have... No, I don't have d6, do I? This is again, very, very tense. Very tense chess. This is what we want. Get some adrenaline pumping. Make you feel alive again. There's not much point in my rook being on the F file anymore. Okay. Just desperately trying to defend all the mates and also make stuff happen, and it's very hard to do both. No, that's not going to work, is it? Throw this one down the line and come back round the other way. It's annoying. But I do have a pass d-ball now, so exchanges might favour me, and I'm well ahead on the clock. Yeah, Homeland, we only started watching, I think, because of that, because they like added it to Netflix or whatever. Maybe it was a Netflix show, I don't know. Because it was about to end, maybe. Should have gone there in the first place, I think. Oh no, it's all starting to fall apart. This is a safe thing. Come on. I missed that. Oh no. Wow, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm just going to get overrun by these pawns, but equally, maybe I am. And we're just going to see what we can. Well played, sir. Well played. Mating with less than a second left. Well done. Oh well. Yeah, we held on quite a long time there, but maybe swapping queens was just not the right way to do anything. Okay, never mind. Our second defeat of the evening. Half an hour left. Stromate's do even better, so might as well have right behind. So that actually gave that result. If I'd won that, that would have given us the lead over Edinburgh. Oh well. Okay, 23-69. We beat this guy earlier. Okay, we'll play slightly differently here. I might just play d5 next, and then it goes back into our Queen's Gambit declined style positions. Okay. Not too comfortable with this, but I guess if I can play, well, that gives me lots of space, I think, to do the kind of things I want to do. And then play rook d8, knight f8. This is always going to be the idea here. Okay, so let's carry on. doing the right kind of moves here, like d4, let's attack. I'm not going to sit back and watch my position fall apart by doing nothing. Should have probably thought of a follow-up though. Maybe just queen g5. The knight isn't quite pinned, it can go to f3. But then I might just play something like queen h5 and I've still got the attack on the... well, now I win 2 pieces for the rook, which cannot be bad at all, you'd think. The reason this is generally good is that, yeah, the 2 pieces are 2 pieces, and you can kind of use them however you want. However, I'm not sure why he's... I think I'd be trying to swap off rooks here if I was black, so I'm going to stop that. I'm not sure I want to swap off rooks here. I think that would have been a bad idea. Yeah, I just want to play my king into g7, knight g6, and otherwise discourage nasty things happening on my queen side. Though maybe I can't stop the rooks coming off now unless I play bishop b3, bishop e4. Yeah, I think this is okay. And I'm threatening the d4 pawn. I need to be very careful here not just to let myself not let nasty things happen on the... that is annoying. I think I'm just about surviving after rook c8, knight g6, king g8 check, king h7. I think I'm just about there. I'll play bishop. I want to play bishop d3 next. I push him back. Streaming is not very kind on your back. I am but an old man with back problems when it comes to streaming, apparently. Now I think I'm okay because this knight's coming into d5, and it's away. The main thing is it's stopping rook c8, which is... I'm not sure why he just played that. I really want to liquidate everything here on the queen side while I can, but I think everything's fairly solid at the moment. Okay, so I don't really have a plan here particularly. I'm just going to try to... I suppose my plan is, yeah, to liquidate things on the queen side as much as possible. But I don't want to go too nuts. Because my 7th rank is still a bit precarious. Where do I want all my guys? Okay, let's liquidate somewhere else. I'm probably misplaying this fairly egregiously. Just need to get my bishop in the game. It's doing nothing. That pawn on a4. It's a sitting duck. I'd like to go after him. Maybe I could go after him via knight d5 to b6. That also is not ridiculous, is it? But now rook b8's coming. So I have to play bishop h7 to stop any of that nonsense. Okay, I think I can make some progress here now. We're taking the c-file. I'm threatening. Oh, I can't take the c-file, it's not going to let me. Fair enough. And then knight f5 wins the pawn. This is all very technical. But that's what we're here for proper technical chess. None of this wham bam, thank you Sam stuff. Come on, I want to get my pieces back around. It's not going to be allowed, is it? If I play knight a1, then my position can't be amazing, can it? Just by default, it's not the move of somebody who has an advantage. Can I pop my knight into this way? It's coming all the way around to e7 and then back to d5. I like knight tours. That was a very silly one though. Still not out of trouble here, are we? Now we're just blowing a piece. God. Useless. What a load of complete nonsense that was. Yeah, thank you for the game. 0-0. You played well there. Just kept. Maybe I should have just swapped off the rooks. Okay, we've now got one of the other top seeds. We're still gaining 2 points, 2 racing points from this tournament, which is not terrible. I've played some decent stuff, but yeah, two defeats in a row is disappointing there. Right. H3, otherwise I get bishop g4 in. Yep, makes sense. Is this will destroy you? Or are we on to other things? No, this will destroy you. Incidentally, up there, podcast. If you haven't listened to it yet, please do. We are available on all good and bad podcast aggregators. We've got 14 episodes since late January, and we've had a lot of fun making them. The latest one is a Tony Miles special. which we've had in the pipeline for several weeks. As is our wont, we continue to threaten features and never actually get around to doing them. But this time we committed, and we were supposed to have Jonathan Rowson on to discuss Tony Miles with us, but times being what they are, we prefer to have our guests in the studio, and so we gave him the old heave-ho. He said, "Awfully sorry, but would you mind us if we went along without you?" He said, "That's absolutely fine." But yeah, must admit I'm pretty tired. I was streaming this morning, and I did a bonus one this afternoon to check that my audio was working properly, because I had an absolute nightmare this morning with the stream. It just didn't. The audio just didn't want to work. It was just echoing like nobody's business. This is very dull, isn't it? So knight versus bishop, knight versus dark squared bishop, and I control the light square, so that makes sense. But given I've got this very loose pawn on c6, this may not be that much fun for either player, actually. Alright, thanks for watching, David. See you again soon, I'm sure. I might opt for a draw soon, because I'm not sure this is going to go. Am I going to be able to make anything here? Potentially not. I'll opt for a draw. Okay, no draw, fine. You're trying to create some weaknesses, but I'm not sure how you're ever going to get your rook in. I control everything. Unless you're planning to give yourself an isolated c-pawn as well. Bishop c5. Bishop moves, we'll just play it back to a7. Okay, so maybe white is making a small amount of progress. A modicum of progress. But I have my own ideas. Is there anything wrong with h7? And then g4, threatening. Or just bishop f7 would also do the job nicely, I think. Followed by king e6. Or do I just want to... Maybe I need to play rook f7 first. And then do we have a repetition this way? Is this how this happens? And then g4. Am I winning a pawn? I don't know. Let us dark square bishop in a little bit now, but yeah. I think this is fairly safe. Around the corner maybe. Go to h3. No, I might get mated. G5's fairly safe for now, I think. All of the check squares are covered. Oh, that's terrible. I've just let him... Wow. So bad at chess. I'm going to have to do this. He could have taken the rook there, and it might have just been a draw. This is now very thin in either direction. Not sure what I can do. Drawn, isn't it? Bishop takes, king takes, bishop takes g4, or can I go in another way? Alright, okay, he's going to let me move my pawns up the board. Opposite colour bishops now should just be a draw, shouldn't it? I'll look for a draw there, because this is... Yeah, thank you for the game. Okay, so we've had 2 draws against our friend there. 14 minutes left. King's Crusher is just ridiculous. He just berserks every game and also wins, which is the worrying thing. We're doing okay with the second representative of Muswell Hill, but it looks like Edinburgh have this. They've got a lot of strength in depth today, as you can see. Their fifth player is doing just about as well as me. And then we've got Duncan Grassi, who's playing very well and is completely underrated. Duncan Grassi is about 2200 FIDE player, and there's absolutely no way he should have a rating anywhere near this low. That's very silly. Duncan Grassi should be rated this low. He just can't have played much on here, I guess. Where do we want our pieces? Bishop belongs on e3, and then queen on c2. Or do we play queen e2? No, play queen c2, I think. Try to get d5 in at some point, maybe. Maybe knight d2 is coming next. Yeah, knight d2 looks solid enough, doesn't it? Knight d6 and I've got a5. Well, now do I not... Well, I get a passed pawn, but at what cost? We'll have this, I think. And then try to use those knights on the queen side to good effect, because that rook on a8 isn't going to be doing much soon. Well, let's have an exchange, I think, in addition to getting my pawn back. Alright, so with an exchange up, can we play knight d5 here as well? Maybe not, it's a bit flashy. The c6 pawn is pinned. That might be a bit too flashy. Having said that, I can't see any other move. Let's go for it. a7 is going to drop, I think. How many more pieces does he want to have on pre here? So I've now got 2 rooks for 3 pieces, which is a very unusual material imbalance, but one that I really hope is good for me here, otherwise I'm in trouble. Okay, plenty of time here, let's just have a think. Get the rook out of the pin so I can start shoving this b-pawn. h3, king h2. I need to use my rooks, so I need to open up some files. I think it is good when Trifon, King's Crusher, is taken down a peg or 2. I mean, he's a mate of mine, but yeah, he can get very arrogant in his streams. I've seen. Talking of arrogance, I need to be very careful here. I don't just get overrun by all these pieces. I need to get a rook onto the back rank, like now. Yeah. And he beat David Howell. Oh, that can't have helped. Sorry, I misread that just now. King's Crusher beat David Howell. Ridiculous. He is a very strong blitz player, obviously, but he is but a humble. Oops. Nearly mouse slipped myself there. I did mouse slip. I've just F11'd, I think. Yeah. He's what, a 2180, 2190 FIDE player. He really shouldn't be beating people like David Howell with regularity, but obviously he does play for 8 hours a day or something, so he's going to get some practice. And he can play knight takes b2 here, and yeah, he hasn't. Well, this might allow f4. Need to be careful with my king. He's still got 5 pieces versus 4, despite the material imbalance. I think this is going to go into a position where I'm just the exchange up again. Yeah, so rook takes here, and then I've got a choice of taking knight takes rook, and then I suspect I want to take the bishop. And then keep those dark squares weak on the king's side. Play something like e5, queen f5, queen f6, e5. Well, that's mate, isn't it? Thank you very much for the game, Mr. Grassi. How long have we got left? 7 minutes. One more game. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good one. I've seen talking again to Kishin in the chat. I have seen King's Crusher just berserk at bullet as well and just win against some unbelievably good players. So yeah, you're right. Muswell Hill are 10 points behind Edinburgh. It's been a really good fight this week. Helped our cause there. I've got another Edinburgh player who's berserked, so I need to be careful here. Let's just play our normal stuff. Don't think we should let the fact that White has berserked here distract us too much from our task. Okay. So all of these pieces come off. Yes, 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 we know this. And then we win a piece. I don't think there's any need there for him to blow a piece, but that's what he's done. So we're going to take our time here and hopefully not get cheapoed. So we've moved on. We've run out of This Will Destroy You songs. And this is Collapse Under the Empire. Okay. Suppose my bishop there isn't as good as his knight. Okay, so I need to be careful that my king doesn't get trapped here. That would be mightily... queen doesn't get trapped here. That would be mightily embarrassing. So we can come out via e7, can we? And the knight's quite happy to sit on f8 for now. Just our extra piece just biding its time, waiting for its moment. And c5, and we can start to activate our bishop as well, and just hoover off all the pieces. You're ahead, just swap. Yeah, I mean, these guys, Kishin, are just gonna... They're not gonna take any prisoners, are they? So you're playing someone in the world top 40. At bullet. Doesn't matter how much time you start with, really. I think if I had 5 minutes against David Howell's 1, I wouldn't necessarily back myself most of the time. I think this must be close to over now. Move my king, well, take this pawn as well. And that would be, this is going to be a decent finish to the tournament after those 2 disappointing defeats in a row that we had. This is going to be a pleasing end. Just going to come over and munch all these guys on the king side, and that will be that for the night. And we'll have gained only about 8 points, but that's not bad. I'll take it. Thank you for watching. This has been the Chess Pit Pod, streams the UK Clubs Team Battle, and we do this every Saturday. However, I will not be doing this next Saturday because it is my birthday. And despite everything that's happening, I would quite like to have a birthday for myself, as much as I love you guys. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll just wait for his clock to run out, and then let's look at the standings. And then, oh, there's one more, is there? I might pause there, because I really don't want to play another game. Okay. So Muswell Hill 13 points down on Edinburgh here. In terms of the overall standing, I finished 11th there. So what did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins, 3 draws and 3 defeats. So that's not bad. 11.5 out of 16. What's that? Plus 7. I will take that every day of the week. But thank you very much for watching, and yeah, this has been fun. And there's your final standings for you there. So, peace out. Listen to the podcast.